Okay, let's quickly. This is the last time I'm gonna go to the sphere grid. This stream, but I need this. I need to do
What else
this.
do we have on this list?
We got some bullshit, man. Don't read them. Don't read them all out loud because one of them has the thing we're not supposed to say.
I hear you. I'm just looking at them myself.
I need more.
Single emote. What is that?
Oh yeah, that's one that comes with Twitch.
Oh, okay.
You can put sunglasses on them or like invert the colors or something.
Gotcha. Switch Who's Playing should have been taken off for this one.
Oh, whoops. Don't do that one. Because we physically can't.
I mean, you could go make your dad play. It never says it has to be one of the two of us.
True. You know what? True. Good point. Oh man, I just want more HP, and it's been so long I don't remember what I was doing with these characters. But it seems like I was giving Tidus Kamari stuff, so I guess I'm just gonna keep doing that. Yeah, give me a sec, sorry.
No worries.
Oh, okay. So now that Waka has extract ability, I need to be using it to start getting ability spheres so that I can actually progress on that board.
All right.
But yeah, we had a lot of fun with Mario. We did Sunshine, in Super Mario World. Did we do any others?
We technically did Odyssey, but we sort of like played that because it had just come out,
Right.
and then I sort of 100%ed it on my own.
Yeah.
Because that was the other thing. We were going to 100% all of them
Right.
together.
Right. Yeah, I'd be very much down to start that over on stream. There's a lot of Super Mario World was tough, man.
We also played 3D World, but one, I don't think you liked that one that much, and two, we definitely didn't beat it.
I'd give it another go on stream. It just seemed like impossible to do 100%. Did you guys hear Charles Martinet is in the new Dragon Ball movie? No.
I did not hear that, but that's awesome.
What's he doing? I'd really like to know what party he's playing. Me and Thunder. Did you meet him twice?
Understood.
I met him twice.
Yes, ma'am. Apologies.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Yeah.
I met him once. I had him sign Mario Kart 8.
See, keep your head down, say sir a lot, and you'll do fine.
And then you
Right,
met him twice, and you had him sign.
I actually have a
We
story
still
about
believe
that.
in you. That
I also forget, so go for it.
Thank you.
I had him sign my N64 cartridge the first time from when I was a kid, which was super cool. But then
Of Mario 64.
We should
Yeah.
be going, sir.
then the second time, the reason I met him a second time was I got a physical copy of the Mario All-Star Pack.
Oh, right.
Which-
the super hard to find. They only made 12 copies. 3D All-Star Pack.
Yeah, it's rare only in the sense that they made a finite amount and they will never make any more. You also can't buy the game online anymore, so that game happened and you either got it or you missed it. And that game came with Mario 64. It came with Sunshine, and for the life of me, I can't think of the third one right now.
Galaxy.
Galaxy. And I asked him what his favorite of the three were.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Yeah, and he looked at me with his Mario face drawn on mask. And he was like, I can't really pick. And I was like, okay, that's fair. And then
Hold on one sec before you tell the best part of this story. We are free. We made it.
Oh, word.
Wow, what a great joke.
He as we're leaving, he like stopped and he picked it up and he pointed at Mario 64. He said, "This one put me on the map." He pointed at Sunshine. He said, "This one gave me worldwide recognition." And then he pointed at Galaxy and he said, "This was just the cherry on top." And I was like, that's a super cool answer, and I appreciate that. That joke.
No, I love that. I think that's really cool.
Cool. I'm glad everybody appreciated that. I've been hanging on to that for 5 minutes.
That was honestly great. That was nowhere in my head. So good for that. Sorry, I'm just trying to get these losers some more HP.
Yeah, no worries. I feel like we're having a good conversation. Assure you, if you do know what he's doing in the Dragon Ball movie, I would be really interested in knowing. But yeah, he's a cool guy. I really enjoyed meeting him. I'd meet him again. I'd meet him just to like say hi to him.
I met Veronica Taylor twice, but that was mostly because my phone ate all my images a couple years ago.
Right. She's cool. She was really
cool. She's really cool. Her she always travels with her daughter.
Yeah.
And her daughter's super supportive. They're always posting pictures together on Instagram. He's voicing Magenta, who looks kind of like a thick Waluigi.
All right.
Sick. Honestly, great. If we're being real, Waluigi's probably who he's going to be voicing in the Chris Pratt Mario movie.
Oh my god.
Because, like, what the fuck else is he going to do? What do they mean, like, guest starring Charles Martinet, but not as Mario?
Unless it's like a multiverse thing, but I doubt it. Also, like, how many multiverse things are gonna come out?
If this fucking Mario movie is a multiverse thing, I think I'm gonna be a little like, okay, I like this trend is like enough.
It'll make me feel better knowing that they didn't like there was intent behind not hiring Charles Martinet for the whole thing. But
if he's literally playing Mario, but it's like alt-world Mario.
Yeah, if like the whole point of the movie is like, well, we can't have him be Mario because he's gonna actually be Mario in the thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I do not know, man.
They made one live action Mario movie, and if you want to know what either of us thought about it, you can go check out our Patreon. One of the only things on there that we've got going right now. Oh, true, yeah. Our opinion on the live action Mario movie. That's not the Chris Pratt one, the one that came out in the 90s. Right. Hypno Crown, if you are still here, I have something to show you in Final Fantasy X, the video game. So sound off if you're still here. Because I've been excited to show this to you, and I totally forgot until just now that we did it. So Hypno Crown, if you are still here, let me know. If not, no worries. I know exactly what's about to happen. It's exciting. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, if anybody tuned into our podcast on Friday, we were discussing how we make video games on our video game news podcast, and we were talking about getting art made for these for some of these fake games that we make, and one of our good friends actually just agreed to make some cover art for these fake games. So hopefully that'll be coming out eventually someday.
Enough. Are you all right?
I didn't do the thing I was going to do. I used Waka, like I said, but I need to use that actual ability. I'm just
It is an honor, my lady.
I'm keeping track of a lot of stuff.
I am a disciple.
This person's name is Shalinda because why have a normal name?
Yeah.
You mean the one Gata and Luzu were talking about?
I heard they were to use forbidden machina.
And she's not
I had to
our
stop them.
Gary, right?
Why?
No, her name
The
was
use of
Bergamine
machina
or
is
some shit
strictly
like that.
forbidden by the Yevon priesthood.
That's bad, yeah.
I can't wait for the
Let
Final
them use
Fantasy
whatever
character
they want.
named like
They
Billy.
still won't defeat sin.
That would be
It's not about
that would be
defeating
Final
sin.
Fantasy 15 you're looking for.
Teachings of Yevon
Cool,
must be
cool.
upheld.
Literally,
Yeah, right.
the 4 main characters of Final Fantasy
Don't
15 are
understand.
Noctis,
The Crusaders
Prompto,
made it
Ignis, and
listen.
Gladiolus. And the
And it's
first
all
person you
because
get a quest
I'm
from,
just
his
a
name is
lonely
Dave.
Don't say that. Well,
Awesome.
I haven't been a
It's,
summoner for very long.
It's really great.
I can't put myself
I
down
love
every
that.
time I fail. People are depending on me. They're
Good old
depending on
Dave.
both of us.
Yes. Yes, you're right, my lady.
Oh man, I'm excited to meet the hobbits this year. We were just talking about people we've met.
Thank you so much, Lady Yuna.
They're
Now, I
top of
feel
my
I have
list
the
right now.
courage
Them and Kevin
to
Smith.
finish my training.
Yeah, Kevin Smith kind of you were gonna meet him, but he wasn't like doing that.
Yeah, he was only doing photos.
Yeah.
Ashuria says, don't forget Cindy.
Oh my God, Cindy is great. I love Cindy.
I'm sure I'll get acquainted.
She's a character
This is no
in
bitch.
Final Fantasy 15.
Gotcha.
Every
that a
Final
problem?
Fantasy game has a character named Sid.
Don't believe in Yevon.
And you know we've yet to meet the character named Sid in this game.
Where were
But-
the Guardians?
Cindy is Sid's daughter in Final Fantasy 15. It's not the same character each time.
Sir
Gotcha.
Orin's just concerned about
Kind
your
of like
health.
I'm not
Biggs
tired
and Wedge.
one bit.
Yeah, except way more like
I am.
you kind of have to like go find Biggs and Wedge most of the time, and be like, oh, there they are. But Sid is always part of the story. He'll be like the mayor, or in this case, he like flies the airship that we're gonna get. In Final Fantasy 7, he's a main character who you like actually fight with. In Final Fantasy 9, he was literally the king of the area that you're trying to save or whatever.
Gotcha.
Okay, hey, we made it through the Mihen High Road. A few deaths, but like no game overs. So, thank you, Final Fantasy X HD remake, for making it so that you don't game over if you lose Tidus. What the fuck is happening? What the hell is happening? No, I don't know what this is. Stop. Don't do that. I think I wanted to link load like save games for the Albed language, but I don't have one of those. I don't know. I'm leaving. Oh, and I got a cutscene.
Check it out. That sunset was different from the one I saw in Kilika. It was quiet.
I don't believe Tidus is
Almost
voiced by the same guy who
gentle.
voices Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
What you up to?
Pretty.
Sure is.
I wish I could live in a place like this. Peaceful. Living with a smile on my face every day.
You can once you beat Sin, right?
But then, a new sin will be born anyway.
Well, then you can just beat it again.
I wish I could.
Hey, you can. Trust me. You are the best summoner out there. Yuna, why does Sin always come back?
Sin is our punishment for our vanity. And it will not go away until we've atoned.
How do we do that?
Everything's
do it
just
was so bad in
completely
the first
silent on
place?
my end.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's just-
I will.
It's a
I'll
bug or
run down
something?
what's happening real quick afterwards.
Oh.
yeah, no worries.
Wait, was that such a bad thing, really?
It's funny.
Hmm?
Ever since I was young, I never questioned it. But now that you ask me if it is that bad or not, I don't know. There are so many things I don't know.
Well, then we're the same. Oh, such thinking is very unbecoming of a summoner. Sound like Micah?
That's not very nice, you know.
You know, during a game, you have to think of Blitz and nothing
All right,
else,
now
you
he's
know?
talking about his weird underwater fantasy sport. So basically, did you catch any of that with the subtitles, or?
You can't think,
I was going
that's
to,
a
and
cute
then
girl on the fifth seat from the right,
I just didn't.
and
I just
you
didn't.
can't be thinking about where
No
you
worries.
go on
So
that date.
basically, Titus
The minute
is
you do,
continuing to be
that's when you
the
lose.
like man out of time voice of like.
You
But why
see,
is it like this?
you,
Essentially, she
what I
said
mean
that like
is,
she
really shouldn't
reiterated that
worry,
her
you know?
goal is
After
to
we beat
defeat Sin,
that's when you can worry
the
about
big
future.
kaiju monster,
I
but
guess.
who is actually our dad. But when she does, he'll just be
How are you supposed to beat
reborn.
something
And Titus
big
was
like
essentially
that?
like, well, just beat him again. And she
The
said, I
big
wish I
sun.
could. And so she's clearly leaving
What's the only
something
way to
out of
defeat
it.
sin?
Now
The
she's
only way.
explaining that the only way to defeat Sin
With it,
is
we can
to
call the final
perform
end.
the
That's the goal of the
final
pilgrimage.
summoning, which is the goal of the end
The
of
fate
the
of the final
pilgrimage
summoning lies
of the
within
summoner.
far north towards
And then
summoners that complete their
Titus
pilgrimage.
basically was like, Blitzball's hard too.
At the world's edge in
Good.
Xanarkand.
Good. Just as I
Xanarkand?
expected from this character.
And now she is revealing that Xanarkand, the city that we were in before the time jump, is the end of the journey. It's in ruins now, because it's 1,000 years old. But that is where this game ends.
Okay.
You sure it's ruins?
So,
That's what I've heard.
Lightning's going crazy in the chat. Now he wants me, and I assume him, to rank our top 5 celeb meets.
Yeah. So it's something we've never
Um,
really talked about,
You will
I feel
go with
like.
us
At least
to
ranking them.
Xanarkand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me think.
I'll go.
Do you? I feel like you probably.
I'll go to Xanarkand to see it
What
with
am I
my
trying to
own
say?
eyes.
I feel like you should go first.
Okay. I can do that. Number 1 for me would be Jason Mewes. Jay from Jay and Silent Bob. I just
Yeah, you guys had a little bonding moment.
Yeah, we were just like chatting it up,
I knew
having fun, and like
it couldn't be
and
my
like I
Xanarkand.
like the way you put it, because
But
you kind of
I
saw
had
it
to make
from
sure.
the side. You were like, I feel like you guys were a second away from swapping numbers, and I was like, hey, he's a cool guy. We had a lot of fun. But yeah,
God, that was so long ago. Weren't we with? We were with Courtney for that one.
I believe we were with Courtney for that one. That was a really long time ago. I'm tempted to meet him again. He was a really cool guy, and I'm glad I got the opportunity to meet him. He's number 1 for me. Anthony Daniels, the guy who plays C-3PO, is number 2 for me. He was just a genuinely nice guy, and there just seemed to be zero ego with him.
That's so funny. I just assumed that there'd be a ton of ego, based on
Yeah.
what I know about him.
Yeah, no, he was really down to earth, really sweet, really nice. And there was like practically nobody in his line. I couldn't believe it. But yeah, I'm really glad I got that opportunity. Number 3 would be
Bitte,
Charles
sir.
Martinet.
Sorry?
Dude's just awesome.
Forgive me, sir.
I really enjoyed
I
meeting
meant to
him.
say pardon me, but it came out in my bed.
Oh, you're in Al Bhed.
Oh my god, Pauline's
Mhm.
gonna kill me. The voice
I
of
have
Zuko.
been owner
Um,
of this establishment.
Oh,
Hello to Santa.
Dan
Dante Bosco.
Dante Bosco.
It means
From
nice
Hook.
to meet you.
Number 4. I told him I was getting
Well,
married
Mhm.
to a
If you are interested,
Filipina,
embed
who he had
primers
just
can be
met like
found
2
all
people in
over
front of me,
Spira.
and he
Finding
said
them and
welcome to the
learning our
family. He was super nice. He
here,
was
let
telling
me
me
give you
all the
in
cool spots
commemoration
to
of
go
our
in the
meeting.
Philippines and
Although
stuff
you
like
All
might
the
want to
food
be
that you
careful where you
should eat
speak
that you
our
haven't yet.
language.
yeah. American
Yes, American Dragon Jake Long, exactly.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah. I heard.
He was awesome.
That's okay.
Huh?
Number
Oh,
5.
thank you for
This
your
is when
help.
it gets tough. This is when it gets really tough. Just trying to think of all the people that I've met.
Oh, dude. In the meantime, I found a
Oh my
shop.
God, no, I've got it. I know who it is. It's Billy West.
Oh, yeah?
West was awesome. And when I went up with Pauline, he had like a super long conversation about COVID and stuff with us. And
Oh, yeah, he was big into, like everyone should be wearing a mask.
yeah, and like, you know, her being a nurse, he was just all over that. He also did like every voice from Futurama that you could ask for us, which was super cool. And it's crazy because the first time I met him, I didn't have anything Futurama on me that I wanted him to sign. So
I believe you had him. I believe you had him sign Space Jam because he voiced Bugs, right?
Space Jam, yeah, because he was Bugs Bunny, and he did the Bugs Bunny voice, which was cool. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. But like, I love you in Futurama. And we only had like a quick visit. The second time I met him, we had like a super long talk, and he was super cool. I really enjoyed meeting Billy West. But yeah, that's my top 5. What do you got? What's your top 5?
So, my list is gonna look a little different, I think.
That's fine.
Because I think of all the people I've met at conventions, my number one favorite person to meet, and I always make time to meet them if they're there, is Gerard the Completionist.
Okay.
He is so cool. I don't know if Hypno Crown is here, but this is what I wanted to show him. This summon is named after him. And I will summon it again if he, shows up next time or whatever. But it's time to use this summon. He's very cool. It's the word celeb is kind of pushing it because he's just a YouTuber, but he is, famous. He works for G4 now, and he's really cool, and he's always down to like talk for like 10+ minutes.
That's awesome.
And he was sort of I don't know. He was sort of the first person. Still can't believe Gerard is working for G4 now. Oh, I know. It's like a lifelong dream of his, and he gets to do it. It's crazy.
That's awesome.
It was kind of like one of the first famous people I had ever met, so I was really nervous, and he like did a lot to like quell how nervous I was. It was cool. It was cool. I obviously met Alex at the same time, but Gerard was very, very cool. So I want this one.
Sherry says love the beard bros.
Oh my God, yes. They're so like, why don't they have more followers? You hear about them and you're like, oh, they probably have like 2-3 million. They only have like 600,000 or something like that.
Wow.
So I think number 2 is probably Stephen Amell, the guy who plays Arrow.
Hypno Crown just jumped in the chat. Less than 1 hour to go. My shift is to be done, and I'm free as a bird. Did he get to see his summon?
Hypno, did you see that big giant demon from hell I just summoned? Because I named him after you. We're gonna name all our summons after fellow Twitch streamers. Who am I playing as right now? I'm just gonna summon. How do you summon? Wait, who am I right now? Oh, I'm Waka. I don't want to be him. I want to be Oron.
Would you mind repeating your 4 though? I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's fine. My 4th is Stephen Amell. I mean my 2. Oh, hold on. Sorry, got a little mini game I gotta do. My second one is Stephen Amell, the guy who played Arrow. Hilariously enough, I didn't have him sign anything Arrow related. I had him sign my copy of the second Ninja Turtles movie because I actually really like it. I'm doing shit damage to this boss, which makes me think that I should have leveled up more, but that's fine. We'll get through it. Yes, the fire summon Ifrit. We named him after you. Who am I now? Oh, I'm this guy again. Oh yes, that's right. He like pushes us. Forgot about that. Well, this one's named after Zeldin. So we're gonna do this one next. Let me think. I think Charles Martinet is definitely up there. Charles Martinet like makes you meeting him like a whole thing.
Oh yeah.
He like forces you to pose for 3 photos, and it was cool. It makes sense that the voice of Mario is such like a fun-loving guy who loves his job, but like if that wasn't the case, I wouldn't blame him. He's been working for a long time, but he's just such a genuine person, you know.
Absolutely. No, he's awesome. I think he made number 3 for both of us. That's cool.
That's cool. I didn't even notice or plan that. That's cool.
Hypnocrown says, "What an honor!" Of course, Hypnocrown.
Oh yeah,
of
course.
By and like hanging out. It's awesome, man. Thank you.
2 more. So I think. Okay, I know what number 5 is. Let me figure out number 4. I think number 4 is probably Veronica Taylor, and not just because of her. She's very nice. She's very She was very like, I had her sign like a very delicate like piece of like old merchandise, and she was like very like understanding of like, oh okay, this means a lot to you, let's like take it easy on this one. But also her like, I don't know, her whole like team is really nice. Like her daughter is like super nice as well. And then what were you gonna say?
I remember. I think that was our first con, and I remember them. That was one of the first people we met. They were very like. That was a nice introduction to the whole celeb meetup scene.
Yeah. Definitely. So yeah, it died. Sorry. I tried using Sonic Wings. It didn't do much, unfortunately. But I just found out this thing's weak to fire. So let me take out Lulu and see what she can do.
This reminds me of, for the life of me, I can't remember what they're called, but the thing that Boba Fett, like, gets.
Oh, the Rancor?
The Rancor! Oh my god, oh man. For the life of me, in this moment, I just could not think of the word for it. But yeah, you're just fighting.
Yeah, no worries.
Boss.
Might be intentional, because you never know with this series. It's riddled with Star Wars references.
True.
And my number 5 is Thomas Jane, the first Comic-Con I ever went to back before I even knew Chris. I met Thomas Jane, who is probably most well known for playing the Punisher in the first Punisher movie, but he was also in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. He played the vegan police. He had like 2 lines across like one scene. And I was in line, I'm holding this DVD or whatever, and everyone in line has a Punisher thing. A Punisher shield, a Punisher shirt, the Punisher DVD, you know? And I just watched this dude, like, over and over again, like, yes, here you go. Oh, I did it! Dude, I did it. And then I got up there, and I slide over a deluxe Blu-ray copy of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, and like his just like whole face lit up. He was just like, "Oh my god, I love this movie. It was so much fun to work on this movie," and he like signed the fuck out of it. It was really cool.
That's awesome.
Because I don't know if this is still a goal or if this is something I think is even possible, but one of my goals was to have everyone who worked on that movie sign it. And so far, it's been just him. But as soon as I heard he was there, I was like, well, he was in it, so I'm gonna do it.
Didn't get another signature? I remember.
No, not for Scott Pilgrim yet.
Oh, why do I have a distinct memory of you bringing that to Comic-Con?
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I did. I don't know who. I'm trying to think of who it would have been.
Who else is in that scene? Isn't it? There's another famous guy in the vegan police, right? Isn't it?
It's
Henry Cavill.
It's not Henry Cavill. It's the dude from Westworld, the Spaniard dude from season 1 of Westworld. He was in Pacific Rim. I don't know his name. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe.
Our channel has daily uploads from podcast video essays, Let's Plays to skits.
Be sure to watch on Twitch. We stream all our video game and podcast content live at 5 EST every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday.
Our intro is by Brad Kendrick and music by Froggy and the Friendship. Link to all that in the description below.
Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.